You know, at William and Mary, we have really been committed to bringing business into the business school, not only in terms of the way we run the business school, but in terms of what students experience. One of the things that happens with young students, even in their first 5 or 6 years out, is that they never get to have any contact with really senior executives to find out what happens in the corporation. So what we've done is we started a program that brings students into contact with these senior level executives, and these people serve as coach and mentors from the time that students start here until they finish their program. The program has been extremely effective, and a student of mine who came here because of that program, because the student heard about especially one part of this program, which is called the LEAD program. And the LEAD program is based on some research in business that says that what people who employ MBAs want most among students is students who are prepared to go past their first job into their second job. And their second job usually involves management. And it's the ability for students to handle themselves and to handle other people well. That's an absolutely critical skill that often prevents the MBA from moving through and up in the system. Anyway, this student came here. He's from Bombay, India. And when he was here, he spent a great deal of time working on his LEAD program. I saw him every week during that program period, and we talked, and we worked on his most critical skills in terms of him landing on his feet in business and doing well, worried about how he handled himself. And as a result of that, he would say that he got the kind of a job he wanted, and not incidentally, the job that he got working for a company called Mercury Interactive, he landed a position that required 10 years of experience. But because an executive coach knew somebody at Mercury Interactive and knew the talent of the student, he was able to make a connection there. And when they saw this student, they realized that they had a real talent on their hands, so they took a risk, hired him, gave him a job that normally required 10 years of experience. And he has done so well in that job that he got his first promotion after 4 months, and he became the right-hand person to his boss. So instead of being one among equals in a position that required 10 years of experience, he immediately, within 4 months, moved to a position where he was kind of the principal advisor to his boss. That was last July. At Christmas, he came to me and said, "I want you to look at something for me because I think we're badly positioned in my part of the business. And I can talk to my boss, but I want to be able to do this very well, and so I'm really trying to think it through." And he spent some time putting down on paper what he wanted to do, asked me to take a look at it. I gave him a little bit of advice. But he went back and sold his boss on fundamentally repositioning their business, their part of the business in the organization. And his boss was so impressed that his boss immediately prepared for him to make the presentation to the 4 or 5 top senior executives at what was now HP, because his company, Mercury Interactive, had been bought by Hewlett-Packard. And so in a very short period of time, this student has demonstrated an ability to advance himself quickly, mostly because he knows not only the technical skills that MBAs typically would acquire, but he is also knows how to handle himself. He knows how to work effectively with other people. He knows how to work with his boss. He knows how to work with his fellow employees. So I think that William and Mary is unusual in the extent to which we bring business into the business school, into the extent to which we make people comfortable around senior level executives because they spend a lot of time with them and they learn a lot from them, and they clearly are able to put this into effect after they get their MBA.